Is this thing even on? It's on. It's on. It's on. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Perth IELTS and PTE Tutoring channel. My name is Rita. I'm a private tutor based in Perth, and I specialize in PTE Academic and IELTS. More so IELTS than PTE, but PTE is just a younger exam, that's all. And term one for 2025 has begun. Kids are back at school. Summer's coming to an end. It's time to get to work. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into a tutorial. After the tutorial, I'm going to do a demonstration. And what are we talking about today? Summarize spoken text. It's one of my favorites because it goes back to the whole making a word soup and then regurgitating it out. Okay, we're just going to vomit it out back onto the screen, and that's how we're going to ace this. Okay, so let's jump straight into the lecture and then we'll move on to some demonstrations. Today I will probably just do demonstrations on Ape Uni, but remember, use any third-party site that you like to practice, but to gauge your actual level, none of them. Don't believe a word they say when they say they're as close as possible. They're not. Nothing comes as close to the actual Pearson software. So for mock tests and for actual practice, like really close to the question bank stuff, you got to go back to Pearson. So go back to the PTE website. Okay? All right. See you in a minute for the lecture. Alrighty, friends. So here we are. If you can, try to zoom into the screen or maybe study from a laptop because the lecture contains information that you might find pertinent or important. Let's get straight into it. Summarize spoken text for PTE Academic Listening. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the No BS Basics on Summarize Spoken Text. It contributes to writing and listening. It shows up in the listening section. All right? Its importance is distributed equally, 6% on each side for listening and writing, so it contributes up to 6% for each of those sections. All right? Each question is timed, so 10 minutes per question, beginning from the time the recording starts playing. You need to write a maximum of 70, a minimum of 50 words, and you would have to do this up to 2 times per test. Now, on the test day, what you might see is a prompt which will say, you will hear a short report or lecture. Write a summary for a fellow student who was not present. You should write 50 to 70 words. You have 10 minutes to finish this task. Okay? So that's the facts. 10 minutes for 10 points. All right? The 10 points are then distributed equally between writing and listening for up to 6% of the final score of each of those sections. Let's move on, friends. Okay, so what to expect on test day? This can happen 1 to 2 times. Each time you will hear a recording of up to 60 seconds in length, which is 1.5 minutes. It is pretty long for you to focus, especially for those of you who are floating around the A2, B1 language level. Okay? You are the test taker and you start typing information that you hear in your answer box. Okay? Do not use the erasable notepad for this question. All right? You just start typing in words that you hear straight into the answer box. Okay? Next, you will submit a short text of up to 70 words as an answer, as a summary of what you've heard. Okay? You are allowed multiple sentences, and this is important because all your friends that have been giving you templates have been giving you multiple complex sentences, and that is just not on. All right? You need grammatically correct sentences, and that's the most important part. Let's move on. Righto, so let's find out how this question type is marked. You can get a maximum of 10 marks per question, so if you get two questions, it's 20 marks. But what are you marked on? Content. If you can't hear it, if you don't get it, and if you don't regurgitate it or return it back in the form of multiple sentences, you're not going to get a full score for content. I'm a great believer in content, and you will see that from my previous lectures. All right? Grammar. You need to produce grammatically correct sentences. Vocabulary. Spelling and vocabulary. These are two of my favorites because you guys sometimes miss single letters, which makes the word completely wrong and you lose marks for spelling. Formal requirements, all of you are pretty good at this. You know that you need to do 50 to 70 within the given time frame, which is 10 minutes. So we will practice getting 10 out of 10 each time with what? With no template. That's right. Please remember, I do not use templates. I'm not going to teach you how to use them. I don't believe in them. I never have. And because of that, I haven't had to change my teaching style coming in from the changes in 2024. All righty tighty, let's move on. Okay, so I have my own method to do it, of course. As usual, it's called the no stress nonsense method. It's very, very similar to the word soup method of the retail lecture method. Okay? First thing you need to do is you need to focus. Prepare to type. Your eyes should be fixed on the screen. Your ears should be listening and your fingers should be ready to type. Don't look at the noisemakers around you. Don't look around. All right? Now, this is the tough part. You are going to type out large chunks of information and words. See, notice how I wrote information or words. I don't need you to get exact phrases. Sometimes you may hear out of 10 words, 6. Of the 6 words, you managed to type 4, but they're not 4 words in a row. They were just 4 words randomly placed within those 10 words in a sentence. I don't mind any of that, okay? It's all good. What I want you to do is just to type out large chunks of information or words, all right? This is not the time for corrections or deletions. Nobody cares about your spelling mistakes at this stage. Nobody cares about grammar. Nobody cares about the format at this stage. Do not make any corrections when you start hearing, okay? Next, you keep typing and adding to the word soup that you have concocted. You're just adding random words that you pick up, okay? Whether it's large chunks of phrases, whether it's the occasional buzzword, sometimes they quite often will have a buzzword or a country. We're going to put them all in together into our beautiful word soup. Next, you're going to combine these words into grammatically correct sentences. Now, did I say that it needs to make sense? No, it is a nonsense method. All right? This method does not require you to make sense. It does need to be grammatically correct, but you can say the earth is flat, the sky is purple, and grass is bright orange, and it won't be wrong as long as you are grammatically correct. Okay, that's the beauty of the word soup. There is no actual human being checking the logic of what you're saying. And AI for PTE has not been equipped to check whether or not your sentence makes sense. All it knows is that your sentence is grammatically correct. Okay? This is how you bypass needing to use a template. Okay? You won't need a template if you know how to combine words together to make a grammatically correct sentence, even if it doesn't make sense. Okay? So you've combined it. What we're going to do is you've made your lovely sentences. You're pretty happy with them. You're pretty proud of yourself. You're going to delete all the crap that's incorrect. Then we're going to do a quick review. We're going to first things first check our spelling. We're going to check our grammar, and then we're going to check our word count. All right? The sweet spot is between 65 and 69. You will find that when I show you demonstrations, I'm almost always in that range. All right? And then you submit. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see how we go with it, okay? Next, demo time. That's right. I don't know if any of you are young enough or old enough to remember him. It's Jim Carrey as the mask. I will see you in a minute for a demonstration. Bye. So here I am at my APE Uni dashboard. Of course, I've let this run off a little bit. Let's choose one that we haven't done together. As you can see, I've zoomed in so you can see clearly. As usual, what I'm going to do is As soon as I hear the guy start talking or the lady start talking, I'm going to type what I think they have said. It's going to be full of mistakes. It's not going to make sense, but that's okay because I'm creating a word soup. And later on, I'm going to make grammatically correct sentences, and we're going to have full marks for content, full marks for format, full marks for grammar, spelling, and vocabulary. 10 out of 10. Let's go, guys.
The concept of self-domestication in animals, particularly dogs, is quite intriguing. One prominent theory suggests that dogs began their domestication journey by. Today, we turn our attention to one of the ocean's most magnificent and vital ecosystems, coral reefs. These underwater rainforests are not just spectacular in their beauty, but they are crucial for the health of our planet. Coral reefs, though covering less than 1% of the ocean floor, support an estimated 25% of all marine species. They provide critical habitats for a diverse range of sea life, from fish to invertebrates. For instance, the Great Barrier Reef, a World Heritage Site, is home to thousands of species, some of which are found nowhere else on Earth. However, these ecosystems are under threat. Climate change, pollution, and overfishing have led to widespread coral bleaching and reef degradation. This loss has profound implications, not just for marine life, but also for human communities that rely on reefs for food, tourism, and coastal protection. Preserving coral reefs is more than an environmental concern. It's a crucial step in maintaining the ocean's biodiversity and our own livelihoods. It requires global efforts, from reducing carbon emissions to implementing sustainable fishing practices. By protecting these vibrant ecosystems, we're not only safeguarding marine life, but also ensuring a sustainable future for generations to come.
All right, the recording has stopped. You can see that I've got all these words put together here. It's about 55 words, which is no problem at all. Now we're going to start. Of the earth. Doesn't have to make sense. Species. Species. Okay. The Great Barrier Reef is under threat due to climate change, pollution, and overfishing, which has led to bleaching. It has a profound implication on tourism. A crucial step in maintaining biodiversity. Requires global efforts, sustainable fishing practices, to ensure a future for generations to come. All right, so now I've written a word soup. It doesn't have to make sense as usual, but let's read through it together. We've less than 5 minutes. I'm going a lot slower than normal. Coral reefs are a vital part of the Earth's ecosystem. These underwater rainforests cover less than 1% of the Earth but support 25% of marine species. Coral reefs are critical habitats for fish and invertebrates. The Great Barrier Reef is under threat due to climate change, pollution, and overfishing, which has led to bleaching. It has a profound implication on tourism, so I've got 82 words. Let's delete some stuff. A crucial step in maintaining biodiversity requires global efforts and sustainable fishing practices. All right, so let's delete all this. I'm happy with that. 74. Let's delete this sentence as well. Okay, let's see how we went. Let's check my spelling. Coral reefs, vital ecosystem, underwater rainforests covered, but support 25% of marine species. Coral reefs are critical habitats for fish and invertebrates. The Great Barrier Reef is under threat due to climate change, pollution, and has. All right, 67. I'm really happy with that. Let's submit. Fingers crossed, my friends. So there you have it. It's fast when you've already started typing stuff in. And then you've got other tutors out there who are telling you, listen in chunks, don't listen. When do you ever stop listening? Those things are, the earphones are attached to your head. You're never going to stop listening. And you guys are very, very tech savvy. A lot of you are quite young. You are able to listen and type at the same time. So honestly, maybe don't follow that method where you listen in chunks and then type, and then you listen and type separately. Do it all at the same time. You know you can. All right, let's score it. British scoring. Fingers crossed, my friends. My method has to work so that you trust me. Let's see how we went. Of course, my internet is slow. To 1.5. Did I make a mistake on grammar? Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe. All right, I made a mistake. All right, but I'm very happy with that. A maximum score of 10. I got 9.5. They docked 0.5 of a point for my grammatical error here because there were multiple items and I wrote singular. All right, very happy with that. Let's do another, shall we? I am ready to do another. Let's pull it out. Oh, let's just pull that tab out. All right, medium, medium. Ooh, easy. That's all right. I've done easy. Stronger communities. Let's go, friends.
Today, we turn our attention to one of the ocean's most
Sorry,
magnificent
I don't know why it
vital
does this.
ecosystems, coral reefs. These underwater.
There we are.
Thanks for joining me today. I would like to focus on the profound impact of empathy on strengthening communities and fostering a more compassionate society. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is a fundamental human trait. It forms the basis of our social bonds and enables us to connect with others on a deeper level, transcending differences in background, culture, or beliefs. Moreover, empathy is a catalyst for positive social change. It motivates individuals and communities to address social injustices, offer support to those in need, and work towards creating a fairer and more inclusive society. Furthermore, empathy enhances conflict resolution and cooperation within communities. When people genuinely empathize with each other's perspectives, they are more likely to find common ground and collaborate effectively, leading to stronger, more resilient communities. In conclusion, empathy is a powerful force for building stronger, more compassionate communities and promoting social cohesion. It is a skill that we should cultivate and encourage in ourselves and our communities, as it holds the key to a more harmonious and connected society.
All right, so you've seen our word soup. There are spelling mistakes. It's one big jumble of incorrectly spelled words. Let's get straight down to typing. Of others. It allows for conflict resolution and cooperation. People are more likely to find common ground as well. It is a powerful force for building social cohesion and is a skill we should cultivate in ourselves. Full stop. Righto. Let's see how many words we've got with that rubbish that we've just typed. 75, a little bit of deletion required. Empathy is the ability to understand the feelings and perspectives of others. It forms the basis of bonds and enables connections that transcend culture and belief. Cultures and beliefs. It motivates individuals to correct injustices and moves builds a fairer and more inclusive society. It allows for conflict resolution and cooperation. People are more likely to find common ground as well. It is a powerful force of building social cohesion, and it is a skill we should cultivate in ourselves. Now we've got 75 words. Let's delete something. Let's say on the test day, you're like, you know what? I don't trust the spelling of the word transcend. Maybe I got it wrong. Okay, delete it. Gonskis. It forms the basis of bonds and enables connections. It motivates individuals to correct injustices and builds a fairer and more inclusive society. It allows for conflict resolution and cooperation. People are more likely to find common ground as well. It is a powerful force for building social cohesion, and it's a skill we should cultivate ourselves. Word count 70. We've spent just over 5 minutes. Let's submit, friends. Fingers crossed. What if I get 9.5 again instead of 10? Does it matter? No, because again, my content level was high. I don't do it the same as other tutors. I do it differently. I understand that. But have some faith, okay? You guys can type and listen at the same time. That is a skill you have, a lot of you. My friends, 2 out of 2 for content, 2 out of 2 for form, 2 out of 2 for grammar, 2 out of 2 for spelling, and 2 out of 2 for vocabulary. You saw me feel a little bit nervous about the word transcend, so I deleted it. Your job is to first get the words out. All the words that you can put together on that screen on the test day, that's what you're going to do. Then you're going to combine the words into sentences, grammatically correct sentences, not sentences that make logical sense. Because let's face it, you're not actually listening for logic or knowledge. You're not actually learning anything new when you do one of these tests. Okay? All right. So there you have it, folks. I'm not sure if I should do another one. Let's see how long the overall video is. See you in a minute. So before I go on to the next demonstration, which again, I will do the same method, which is typing and listening at the same time. I know the tutors out there are telling you not to do that. It's up to you which method suits you best. Type and listen, because you're not going to count, oh, I've been listening for 5 seconds. Now I'm going to stop listening and I'm just going to type. No, you can't. Okay? You are stressed out. It's in the listening part of the test. You've been sitting there for almost 2 hours. Okay? You're not going to be able to count, I've been listening for 5 seconds. I'm going to stop. I'm going to type. And then I'm going to listen for 5 seconds. And I'm going to stop and type. Just type all the rubbish that you can. The Lego head is so creepy. Oh my God. Anyways, so choose whichever method suits you best. All right. And then you're going to turn and say, but Rina, you're a tutor. You do this for a living. You're a native English speaker. I can't catch all the words. I didn't catch all the words. I didn't catch all the facts. I didn't. I was trying to type and listen at the same time, which is pretty difficult, right? So don't worry about it. Get the words that you can, even if it's really simple words like global, followed by build, followed by foster. We will make a sentence out of that. But you need to get some words from the audio down into the answer box. That's the main thing. Look at this guy. Look, just look at him. Oh my god. All right. Next demo. Sorry. All right. Let me see. My internet is so slow. Impact of technology. Ooh, big words and some spelling mistakes bound to happen. Don't worry about
Thanks
this.
for joining me today.
I
I
don't
would
know why
like
it
to
does
focus
this.
on the
I don't know
profound
why it does
impact
it.
of
It's
empathy
so
on strengthening
frustrating.
communities and fostering a more compassionate.
Okay.
All right, class. Tonight we explore the profound influence of technology on our society and the challenges it presents. Technology has revolutionized communication. It has made information more accessible, connecting people across the globe. However, the constant digital connectivity also raises concerns about privacy and the quality of human relationships. Moreover, technology has transformed industries and economies. Automation and artificial intelligence are changing the job landscape, necessitating reskilling and adaptation. While these changes offer efficiency and innovation, they also raise questions about income inequality and job displacement. Furthermore, technology plays a crucial role in addressing global challenges. It aids in scientific research, healthcare advancements, and environmental monitoring. Nevertheless, it also contributes to issues like cybersecurity threats and digital addiction. In conclusion, technology is a double-edged sword, offering immense opportunities and posing significant challenges. Our ability to harness technology's benefits while mitigating its negative consequences will determine the future of our society.
All right. The recording has stopped. Let's put our word soup together and present it. Plate it up MasterChef style. The influence of technology. Please look at spelling. Technology on society is great. It has revolutionized communication and made information more accessible. The constant connectivity may produce privacy and privacy issues and impact quality of relationships. It has also transformed industries by automation and the introduction of artificial intelligence. It is changing the job landscape while improving efficiency and innovation. It may cause job displacement and contributes to issues like digital addiction. It is a double-edged, let's hyphenate that word just in case, sword, and how we handle it will determine our future. Okay, so I've written all sorts of crap here. Let's see how we go. 79 words, let's delete a little bit. The influence on technology on society is great. It has revolutionized communication and made information more accessible. The constant connectivity may produce privacy issues and impact quality of relationships. It has also transformed industries by automation and the introduction of artificial intelligence. It is changing the job landscape while improving efficiency and innovation. It may cause job displacement. Okay, so um, and innovation. It is a double-edged sword, and how we handle it will determine our future. Let's delete a whole thing here about job displacement. It contributes to issues like digital addiction. We still have 74. It is a double-edged sword, and how we handle it will determine our future. It is changing the. There's so much I'm concentrated. Okay, so let's say, oh, you go, you know what, Rena, I don't know the spelling of artificial intelligence. Let's delete it. And make sure our sentences are grammatically correct. The influence of technology on society is great. It has revolutionized communication and made information more accessible. Spelling correct, the constant connectivity may produce privacy issues and impact quality of relationships. It has also transformed industries by automation. It is changing the job landscape while improving efficiency and innovation. It contributes to issues like digital addiction. It is a double-edged sword, and how it will determine our future. Word count 68. Submit, my friends. Fingers crossed we get another high score. Do, 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 do. I don't know why it's always so slow. Why is it always so slow? Click to score. Let's go British. Fingers crossed, because my word soup method works. I can prove it. Two, 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 two. 10 out of 10, my friends. Do you see that? Content will always be great because you are using actual words from the text. They may not be linked together correctly, but you're producing grammatically correct sentences using words from the audio that was played. Okay? Make sure your spelling is correct. When in doubt, leave it out. You can't spell artificial, leave it out. You can't spell intelligence, leave it out. You've got so many words because you were typing and listening at the same time. All right? You do not need a template. You just don't. Templates are useless. All right. If you really are struggling, then you know it's a language issue. It's not a test issue. You got to improve your language. Okay. So content, form, grammar, spelling, vocabulary. A beautiful word soup has given us 10 out of 10. All right. See you in a second. So I hope it was really helpful, and the way I demonstrated it showed you that as much as you can, you type and listen at the same time and create a word soup. And from the word soup, we're going to create grammatically correct sentences, even if they don't make sense, if that makes sense. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back with another video soon, I'm sure. Thank you for putting up with me and for listening to my rants and going off topic here and there. I will see you next time soon. Bye.